There is a kind of tea that doesn't tea just warm your hands, it stirs your soul. A tea born in the deep mountains of Yunnan, along the ancient routes where traders once carried tea and horses, faith and stories. This tea is Pu-erh, a living bridge between ecology, heritage, and the people who keep its traditions alive. Today, we'll trace the journey of Pu-erh Tea, from the roots of the earth to the rhythm of the tea horse road, and into its 21st century revival. Pu-erh Tea originates in southern and southwestern Yunnan, along the Lijiang River. It's made from the broadleaf variety of tea trees, some hundreds, even thousands of years old. These leaves are steamed, compressed, and aged, sometimes for decades. Other times, they're fermented into rich, loose tea that deepens in flavor with every passing year. But what makes Pu-erh truly unique isn't just the leaf. It's the land and the life that surrounds it. In these misty mountains, tea isn't a product. It's a heritage. Long before modern trade routes, there was the tea horse road. Since the Tang and Song dynasties, caravans carried tea from Yunnan to Tibet and beyond. It was called tea for horses, a cultural lifeline between the highlands and the plains. Historical records tell us that as early as 1661, Tibetan envoys journeyed to Yunnan to trade horses for tea. By the 18th century, Pu-erh became an official tea hub, with merchants from India, Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam crossing its borders. For over 2 centuries, the tea horse road was more than commerce. It was a symbol of endurance and exchange, a road that connected people, faith, and flavor. Today, sections of this route still survive. In Lijiang, restored trails let travelers walk the same paths, stay in old caravan inns, and taste tea where it was once traded. It's history you can touch and drink. At its core, Pu-erh culture is a culture of return. It returns to its roots, in the forest, in the soil, and in the hands that cultivate it. Unlike other teas whose value lies in processing or presentation, Pu-erh's essence lies in coexistence. Ancient tea trees grow in harmony with tropical ecosystems, birds nesting in their branches, orchids wrapping around their trunks. These are not plantations, but living forests. The land itself becomes a teacher, reminding us that the finest tea is one that sustains the world it grows from. This ecological foundation is why Pu-erh has endured, and why it continues to inspire those who seek authenticity over industry. The story of Pu-erh didn't end in the mountains. In the 1970s, as trade reopened, Pu-erh found its way to Hong Kong. There, it became a daily ritual, a comfort for families, and later a symbol of refinement. By the 1990s and 2000s, global curiosity grew. In Taiwan, collectors began treating Pu-erh as art, aging, preserving, and trading it like fine wine. In the West, it became known as a tea of wellness, depth, and meditation. But not all growth was gentle. During the early 2000s, a Pu-erh boom led to speculation and overproduction. Some saw it only as a commodity, a number, not a story. Then came the revival. Tea farmers and dedicated merchants turned away from hype. They went back to the mountains, back to the old villages, back to the trees that had watched over generations. They chose authenticity over profit, and that's when Pu-erh found its soul again. Pu-erh isn't just a tea. It's a mirror of Yunnan's spirit. Its people are known for their warmth, their hospitality, their music. Across these tea mountains, every cup tells a story of resilience, of tradition, and of connection. Even today, as the world moves faster, Pu-erh teaches us to slow down, to listen, to breathe, to honor where things come from. And if you ever travel to Yunnan, you'll see that the tea horse road still lives in the smiles of tea farmers, in the rhythm of the land, in every sip shared between friends. Pu-erh is not just about the past, it's a living culture, a bridge between worlds. So next time you pour a cup, remember, you're not just tasting tea, you're tasting history, earth, and soul. Steeped roots, exploring the stories within every leaf.